listening to, I say you are listening to, you are absolutely listening to the George Espinlove Show, coming to you live from the Funny Farm. Now, with no further ado, here comes Georgie!
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, it is. All right. Man, y'all are something, I'm telling you. Hey, to all our friends down the street, around the corner, across this great nation and around the world, welcome to another George Espinlove Show, and I hope that you enjoy yourself. Yeah, they're cheering here in the Funny Farm Radio studio and outside. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I thank you too, Isaac. Anyhow, you're listening to the George Espinlove Show, coming to you live from the Funny Farm in a place called Our World. And don't ask us where that is, because we don't know. We have no specific mailing address. We don't even have a mailbox. What do you think of that? But we do have an email. Our email is georgece@comcast.net. georgece@comcast.net. And we thank you. We thank every one of you that have sent us emails. Some of you have sent more than one, and that's perfectly all right. Keep them coming. We'll answer your questions. We reply to every email that comes our way, and we will continue to do so. So just keep them coming. We're waiting for our guest, Luanne Hunt, to call in tonight. I haven't heard anything other than she was looking forward to coming on the show. So we'll wait, and then if we have to make adjustments, we'll adjust after we adjusted, because we adjusted as we was adjusting, if you can catch all of that. What else is new around here? Well, this is Thursday, last day of January. Tomorrow night, Friday night, February 1st, we will be having with us Colonel Lee Ellis, retired Air Force man who was shot down over North Vietnam in I don't want to give a date because I'll get it wrong. He was shot down over North Vietnam and spent 5 years in captivity there at the Hanoi Hilton. He's going to be with us tomorrow night. He has written a book. He's going to share some of his experiences with us, and you know how I feel about our military men and women, past and present. I tip my hat to them, and I thank them from the depths of my heart. So tomorrow night, Colonel Lee Ellis, retired Air Force pilot who was shot down over North Vietnam and held captive by the North Vietnamese. He'll be with us tomorrow night. Listen, we haven't decided yet. For you that haven't heard, and for you that have heard, let me do something real quick here, and you'll get an idea of what I'm talking about. Listen to this. It's only about 25 seconds long, but listen, this will give you the idea.
She wasn't an orphan when she yearned to live in an orphanage, but going there changed her life. Don't miss the testimony of Shirley Duncan. Another true dramatization coming soon on Unshackled.
And we are going to be airing the program Unshackled. It is true life stories of real men, real women who were in the deepest of despair, darkness all around them. Their situation seems to overwhelm them, but they found Christ and they came out on the other side. These are actual dramatizations as done in the Pacific Garden studios every Saturday afternoon. They have a team of people that reenact these true stories right there with the mics, the sound effects, the whole 9 yards. They tell the story. You can hear the people talking, so on and so forth. And there is a live audience every Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock. Visitors that are taking the tour of the Pacific Garden Mission goes into the studio, and they are privileged to watch one of these dramatizations that is aired around the world in I don't know how many different languages. They have been airing these. Unshackled has been on the air since 1950. And so they're not the new kid on the block. We are so excited that we are going to be airing their radio show, these dramatizations, and either Saturday morning or Saturday evening, or I'll get you all confused here in a minute, or Sunday morning, we will be airing Unshackled. And this week, whichever day that we so choose, will be the Shirley Duncan story. And I know that you'll want to sit back and enjoy it. If you have ever listened to old-time radio, you know, like Gunsmoke and the Lone Ranger and The Shadow, The Creaking Door, if you've ever listened to any of those types of radio shows, you're in for a real treat, because this is the real deal. These are true stories, and they are dramatizations of that individual or those people's lives, exactly how it happened. And the only thing that we have to decide now is, are we going to air it Saturday morning, Saturday night, or Sunday morning? And to make things even more confusing, perhaps we might air it Saturday morning, Saturday night, and Sunday morning. But we'll have to make our decision here. We have to make our decision here in the next day, and we will let you know. I'm sure that you will enjoy it. It is a real treat for us, and I know that we're goofy and we're out there, and a lot of you think we took a long walk off a short pier, which we did. You're absolutely right. But every now and then we get serious around here, and we have been looking for something like this to put on the air. And when we approached the Pacific Garden Mission out of Chicago, Illinois, and begin talking to them, and begin to talk to Flossie McNeil, a lovely, lovely, lovely Christian woman that has been so gracious and so helpful. When we begin to talk with her, and she kind of led us through step by step, and we signed the station agreement that we would air their show. It's elation around here. I mean, everyone's excited around here because we know that this is going to reach out and touch people, and if it helps just one person, then it's been worth it all. And when we do these, we are going to get out of the way, and we are going to let that program, Unshackled, tell the story, the true story of that individual. So we are indeed excited about that. What else is news around here while we're waiting for our guests to call in? You want to hear the promo one more time? Charlie said we better play it one more time. All right, if you just tuned in, this is what's coming down the pike either Saturday or Sunday, or Saturday and Sunday.
She wasn't an orphan when she yearned to live in an orphanage, but going there changed her life. Don't miss the testimony of Shirley Duncan. Another true dramatization coming soon on Unshackled.
And you'll hear it right here on the George Espinlove Show this weekend, Saturday or Sunday, or Saturday and Sunday. We're gonna pull straws and see what comes out when we do that. What else we got? Dumpty 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 dump dump dump. I hope nothing serious happened. Luanne Hunt is no stranger. Believe me, she's no stranger. She grew up in my home state, the state of Pennsylvania. Someone at one time had enough nerve to tell her when she was young that she couldn't sing. That just goes to show you that everybody doesn't know everything all the time. You know what I'm saying? But she has been on top of the charts in Europe. A couple, 3 songs has made it to the Grammys, nominated for the Grammys. I mean, she is just no stranger, and we're waiting for her to phone in so we can talk to her. Until then, let's snap our fingers, tap our feet, bob our head, and even shake our booty.
Running through the rain, driving through the madness.
Charlie, why you do that, Charlie? You just like to mess with me, yeah? One of our listeners is going to punch you in the nose someday for cutting things off like that. I'm telling you what. Hey, don't you know, and I'm sure a lot of you will agree, most of you will agree, maybe all of you will agree with me, don't you just know that music is an energizer? Maybe you had a rough day today, a long day, a stressful day, a very tiring day, but you tuned into this crazy George Espinlov show, and they started playing some music, and boy, you know, things started moving, and all of a sudden, it calms the savage beast, and things begin to settle down, slow down, and all of a sudden you start to feel some energy, and all of a sudden you start to feel good. That's what music does to us. And I'm sure when they said that music calms the savage beast, they had it right. I don't know who said that, but whoever said it sure did have it right. I was going, while the music was playing and the folks was out on the dance floor here in the Funny Farm Radio studio and dancing on the outside, let's see, I checked the email, I checked the other phone lines, I checked all the voice messages on all the phone lines, and the results are this. Sounds like we're running a contest or something. The results are this. I have not heard from anyone on Luanne Hunt's side that said that she wouldn't be here. So, perhaps she got caught up in that California traffic, or maybe her watch stopped working. I don't know. But nonetheless, here's what we're going to do. She is let me read this to you just the way it is so I don't get it wrong. Bear with me. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Here's some of her career highlights. She earned 3 spots on the 2009 Grammy ballot. Wow. That's cool. She had #1 songs on European music chart in Belgium, Denmark, Austria, and France. #1 on Europe's premier Hot Disc Christian chart. She was #9 song on New Music Weekly Country chart. She was #1 artist on Roots Music Report folk charts. And she was #1 artist on indie folk charts. She is one of the most successful indie artists in the business. And when you hear that word indie, what that means is that she's an independent artist. Many artists, whether they be solo or groups, are doing the indie thing, the independent thing. She is one of the most successful indie artists in the business. She is also a writer. She writes for a newspaper and a magazine. She's a journalist who writes for the San Gabriel Valley Tribune, the Long Beach Press Telegram, Pasadena Star News, Foothills Magazine, and Riverside Magazine. That's just to name a few. And additionally, she has toured the U.S. as an inspirational speaker for women's groups and is author of the book Moving God, Moving Mountains. And she's heard on radio stations worldwide. And she scored numerous #1 hits on radio charts, such as Hot Disc, Roots Music Report, the Indie Charts and European Country Music Association. And like I said, she landed on the 2009 Grammy ballot for Best Female Country Performance and Best Gospel Songs. So, Luanne Hunt has been around, and she has left her mark on the movie industry, or on the music industry. I'll get it right. I'm trying to think and talk at the same time, and you know how Espinlov gets when he does that. We're going to play a song that Luanne sings. Dancing on the moon. Dancing on moon. Dancing on the moon. Man, I'm telling you, I am having a terrible time tonight. And before I do that, while I'm rambling on, then I'll shut up. Before I do that, hey, listen, if you didn't hear last night's show with Father Joe Bradley out of California, man, you missed it. You got to go back and listen to it. Now, this is what took place on this end. And I know that I'm not the only one. But during our conversation with Father Joe Bradley, and he took us into the depths of despair where he was, with drug addiction, alcoholism, being angry at God, fighting God, kicking against God's will, and the whole 9 yards. He took us down into the depths of despair. And while he was doing that, there were times that I laughed. There were times that I shed tears. I'm not ashamed to say that. There were times that I shed tears as I listened to this man's testimony. And there was times that I was singing in the depths of my soul for where God has brought this man from. A tremendous, tremendous testimony. The 4 Gifts by Father Joe Bradley. And to top it all off, with a heart disease that was sure to take him out of this world, he spent an entire year in a hospital on a transplant list. And miraculously, he received a heart. That was 7 or 8 years ago. And he is doing his ministerial duties with vigor, love, humility, and passion. And we had us a good time last night. If you missed that, if you missed Father Joe Bradley, please go back and listen to it and tell someone else to listen to it. I'm sure there were other people that was moved as Father Joe gave his testimony. Go back and listen to it. Now, I'll shut my face. Dancing on the moon. Let's see what happens.
Beneath the stars, who knew it'd be
Dancing on the Moon with You, Luanne Hunt. My, that's some pretty music. I like pretty music, don't you? Luanne Hunt is not with us yet. She was scheduled to be with us tonight to sit in the chair and tell us the story of her life, and we are going to showcase her music, the beautiful songs that she sings. But something apparently has come up, so we're going to showcase her music, and I'll tell you a little bit more about her. She has a new autobiography coming out in March, which is just around the corner. My goodness. She has had some great reviews, my oh my, and people just can't get enough of her music. Excuse me. There is, I'm looking for a spot in here where I think that she has put out 9. Let me find it here. Co-wrote the song with her husband Steve. But I think she's put out 9 CDs so far. Both Christian music and folk music, and she has been on stage with Billy Ray Cyrus, Tammy Wynette, Toby Keith, Martina McBride. I mean, when you're on stage with those folks, that you're on the stage with somebody. She recorded a new Christmas song with none other than the Royal Guardsmen, and they were a 1960s group. If you don't know who they were, they sang one of my favorite all-time greats. They sang about Snoopy and the Red Baron. I mean, we used to hear that on the radio, and I mean, it was a delightful song. If you get a chance, listen to it. Snoopy versus the Red Baron by it's just wonderful. It's wonderful. I'm telling you, it is just wonderful. So she has done those things, and she is even planning to do more. Let's go back, and let's see if we can find another song here. She sings some Christian songs. Let me see if I can pick one out here by looking this way and that way. What about this one?
When I needed arms to hold me, he was there. When I needed words to lift me, he was there. When the world came down around me, it was his sweet
Luanne Hunt. He was there. You're listening to the George Espinlove Show, coming to you live from the Funny Farm in a place called Our World. We were scheduled to have Luanne Hunt with us tonight by the way of telephone, and she was going to share her life story with us along with her music. We are playing her music, and hopefully we're waiting for her. Again, we checked our mailbox, we checked all the phone lines and the messages, and there is none on any of them that says she isn't going to be here. So we will just wait and just continue to move on. I do want to say this. You have been such a tremendous audience. I mean that. You just don't know what you do to us here. And like I said before, we're goofy, we're strange, we're out of it. We're a bunch of dingbats most of the time. But when we really sit down and we chat, we talk a lot about our audience. I don't know all of you that are listening. I get some numbers here and there and so on and so forth, and they have been terrific. But I want to thank each and every one of you, whether you're listening to me live or you tune in periodically and catch the show later, whatever the case might be. I want to personally thank you so very, very much in hanging out with us and traveling down this road with us. It is because of you and your encouragement, your emails, your kind words, and your support that we are striving to make the George Espinlove Show better than ever. And so I thank you. I thank you from the depths of my heart, and I speak for everyone here. I mean that. I speak for everyone here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for hanging out with us night after night. And we are going to endeavor to make it even better. Thank you so very, very much. I'll be back in just about 30 seconds or so.
Again.
that was so nice. Hey, you like folk? That's all, folks. You like folk music? Man, I'm telling you, that is just laid back, sweet sounding music. Yes, it is. That's that folk. How do they say that word? Genre? I always want to say genre. But anyhow, that's just some great folk music. Let me, somebody said something about, let me see it here. Somebody said something about that song, but I can't find out where it's at because I just don't know where it is. Anyways, okay. Anyhow, that was Luanne Hunt. I do apologize to our audience that was anticipating Luanne was going to be here. I did too. I'm used to sitting here and talking to our guests night after night, and they are the most incredible people that you would ever want to meet from all walks of life. And so when we have prepared and we have anticipated sitting down and chatting with our guest, and something happens or something develops that just prohibits our guests from being here, then I'm between a rock and a hard place, and I sit here and I kind of get scared. I do. I get scared. Stop it. So I have a reason for saying that. The chat room is open. So, please, somebody, that's right, I get scared, Charlie. I know you're here. Yeah, but listen, you're not here all the time. I'll be over here tapping my feet, snapping my fingers, bobbing my head and shaking my booty, and I'll turn around and look, and you're gone. And I don't see you for 25 or 30 minutes. I have no idea. I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. But what I'm saying is, I'm scared. I'm sitting here tonight with no one to talk to, and I'm scared. So the chat room is open. Somebody please, somebody please come to the chat room and at least say hi, because I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? I'm just scared. Y'all know what this one is.
Mississippi in the middle of a dry spell. Jimmy Rogers on a Victrola pie. Mama's dancing, baby on the shoulder. Sun is sitting like molasses in the sky. The boy could sing, he knew how to move everything. Always wanted more, he'd leave you longing for black velvet with a little boy's smile. Like velvet in its slow southern style. A new religion that would bring you to your knees. Black velvet, if you please. Up in Memphis, the music's like a heat wave. White lightning's bound to drive you wild. Mama's baby's in the heart of every schoolgirl. Love me tenderly, I'm crying in the eyes. The way he moved, it was a thing so sweet and true. Always wanted more, he'd leave you longing for black velvet with a little boy's smile. Black velvet in its slow please. Every word of every song that he sang was for you. In a flash, he was gone. It happened so soon. What could you do?
You just gotta love it. Ooh. Oh, it does things to me. Down deep inside. That's the Brimers, Black Velvet. And we want to thank our friends down there at musicalley.com. That allows the producers to go in and bring up some music and play it on their shows and then give tribute to the artist. And listen to me, if you are a group, if you are a singer or a songwriter, you get up with me. Get in touch with me at georgece@comcast.net. If you are an author, get up with me. If you are a military person or have served in the military, get up with me. We have people that contacts our show every day. Some by telephone, some or most by email. We have a list of I don't know how many people that are waiting in the wings to come on the show, and we are going to bring them on. So whatever you do, if you are into the paranormal thing, listen, if you are legitimate and you are sincere and you are honest, we will give you a platform to present whatever it is that you're presenting. I believe with all of my heart, and those around me here at the George Espinlove Show believes the same way. There is talent all around us. It just needs to be exposed to the people. So, if you're honest, if you're sincere, you get up with us. You can email me at georgece@comcast.net. That's georgece@comcast.net. Or you can contact us by the way of telephone, Facebook, Twitter. I am at PopPopX7. Pop Pop, just like Pop Pop X7, at Pop Pop X7. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us so many different kind of ways if you want to communicate with us. So if you want to, go ahead and do it. Let's hear another song by Luanne Hunt.
Couple of cups of coffee and a pastry or two. I pulled out of Starbucks with my memories of you. If I could only forget and let go of these regrets, maybe I could start my life anew. Now the sun's coming up over Memphis, and these wheels keep on rolling along. Now the sun's coming up over Memphis, and the DJ is playing our song. I'm trying hard to move on, but I don't know where I'm bound. Can't see much ahead beyond the borders of our town. Oh, the miles and the time won't erase you from my mind. Still, I'm not about to turn this car around. Now the sun's coming up over Memphis, and these wheels keep on rolling along. Now the sun's coming up over Memphis, and the DJ is playing our song. Now the sun's coming up over Memphis, and these wheels keep on rolling along. Now the sun's coming up over Memphis, and the DJ is playing our song. I wonder where you are and if you're thinking of me. Maybe I was crazy when I wanted to be free. Now this lonely highway just gets lonelier each day, and in my dreams it's your face I see. Now the sun's coming up over Memphis, and these wheels keep on rolling along. Now the sun's coming up over Memphis, and the DJ is playing our song. And the DJ is playing our song.
Your cell phone presents an incoming call. It's not an alert, it's not a text message, it's a real call. And get this, it could be anybody, from your next door neighbor to a wrong number. To get your incoming call, just pick up the phone now. And if you act in the next 5 seconds, you'll prevent it from going to voicemail. Get your incoming call now. We are not responsible for the content of your call.
And that reminds me, when I heard that we're not responsible. Listen to me. I need to tell you or read this disclaimer to you, because we, or I, or any of us here at the Espinlove Show will not, I repeat, we will not be responsible for any side effects that may occur to you because you have chosen to tune in and listen to the George Espinlove Show that comes to you live Monday through Friday here at the Funny Farm in a place called Our World. And side effects will occur. There are different side effects. The side effects that will come upon you will not be the same for each and every one person. It will vary. But again, we, none of us will be responsible for any side effects that occur because you decided to listen to this crazy radio show. We have two goals in mind here, and you've heard me say before. One is to put a smile on your face, even if it's just for a few minutes. The other is to try to make you just as crazy as the rest of us around here. You got to loosen up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to shake yourself. You got to learn how to express yourself. You have to stop thinking about what somebody's going to say about me or somebody might think about me. You know what I mean? Because when somebody says something about you or somebody's thinking something about you, you know what? They're only wishing that they could be like you.
The number you have reached, 911, has been changed to a non-published number.
Charlie, I was really on a roll. I was on a roll, and you did it to me. You did it one more time. Oh, boy. What can I do with you, Charlie? We got a little for everybody around here, that's for sure. Luanne Hunt.
Is a fountain filled with blood drawn from Emmanuel's veins, and sinners plunged beneath that flood lose all their guilty stains, lose all their guilty stains.
beautiful, beautiful Luanne Hunt. There is a fountain. We have something for everyone around here. If we haven't brought it to you, you just hang in there with us. We'll bring it. We'll bring it. We got it coming. We don't know when it's coming, but whatever you like, we'll get it. We'll have it here for you, because what they say, we just aim. We aim to please. That's what we do, don't we, Charlie? Yep. Okay. All right. Our guest was supposed to be Luanne Hunt, who is one of the most successful indie singers, and when I say indie, that means independent. One of the most successful indie artists in the industry, and she has appeared on stage with folks like Toby Keith, who was it? Billy Ray Cyrus, and there was some others, and you know my short-term memory. But she has had hit tunes on charts in Europe, and 3 Grammys went on the ballot in 2009 for her songs. So she has won numerous awards, and she is quite the talented singer and songwriter. I wish she would have made it here tonight, because it would have been so nice to sit down and talk with her person to person and allow her to tell her story, her life story. She is originally from the state of Pennsylvania. She lives now in the state of California. It would have been so nice for her to sit down and chat with us and tell us her story while we played her beautiful music. But that wasn't the case, and I'm sure we will find out exactly what happened, and if we have to reschedule her to come back, that's exactly what we will do. Let's play one more song by Luanne Hunt.
A fool's name and a fool's face are often seen in a public place. Mama said it was a big disgrace. You should be ashamed. Papa took his hatchet down. It's your name, you scratch it out. So she did as she was told that awful day. She walked on down to the public park, up to the tree with her name in a heart, hacked away at the bark until she cried, and a tiny light went dark inside. He shipped out to the World War, forever young in 44, that day in June, on the shores of Normandy. When the news came to the States, where family after family waits, and every telegram devastates, she knew where he'd be. She ran on down to the public park, up to the tree with the hatchet mark, where he carved out that work of art with a pride he couldn't hide. And a tiny light went dark inside. So it is, so it goes. Why, God only knows. A million men came home from war, enough of them came to her door. The light came on again once more in the fullness of time. She found herself with a husband soon, who made her laugh on their honeymoon, astounded her with a baby boom and the sound of nursery rhymes. She'd walk her babes to the public park, say one day you'll make your mark. They'd run away to a meadowlark, and she'd get misty-eyed, but a tiny light burned bright inside. short with the winter sky. Fresh memories are the first to die. The tiny light that burns inside turns from dim to dark. Her mind slips back in sweet review of a time and a tree and a rendezvous, and the sweetest boy she ever knew in a public place with a fool's name and a fool's face. Fool's name and a fool's face. He got a fool's name and a fool's face.
Luanne Hunt. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is coming up either Saturday or Sunday. We will make the decision tomorrow.
She wasn't an orphan when she yearned to live in an orphanage, but going there changed her life. Don't miss the testimony of Shirley Duncan. Another true dramatization coming soon on Unshackled.
And that'll be playing each and every week, either on Saturday or Sunday, or Saturday and Sunday. And you'll be able to tune in, sit back, close your eyes, and listen, and let it play out before you, a dramatization of a true life story each and every time it airs, of men and women that were in dire straits, very difficult times, crucial times, life and death times, and you'll see how they come out on the other side. Listen to Unshackled right here on the George Espinlove Show. If you want to read all about Luanne Hunt, go to luannehunt.com. That's Luanne Hunt, HUNT.com. And I hope that you will forgive my nasal sounding self tonight because, yep, it's back. There was a sneezing spree. Is that the word? Anyhow, something jumped on me this afternoon, and I started sneezing and continued to sneeze, and then it goes away, and then it comes back, and it's been back several times. While the music's been playing, a lot of times, I've been sitting here sneezing. And so that's how this thing, whatever this thing's called, starts, and it's coming way too often. But the sneezing spree is just something to behold. Let me wipe my beak because it's coming upon me again. So pray for me that this thing, whatever this is, will go away and leave me alone. I've had enough. I've had enough of that. Well, our guest wasn't able to be with us tonight, and we will make it a purpose to find out exactly what happened. I thank you for hanging in there with me. I thank you for spending the last 72 minutes with us. I trust and I pray that you'll continue to hang in there with us. But listen to me. Go back and listen to last night's show. Father Joe Bradley talks about his addiction to drugs, alcoholism, being angry with God, going against God's will, fighting with God, and how he came out on the other side. And on top of that, diagnosed with a heart disease that killed his father, took his father, and with little chance to live, spent a year in the hospital on the transplant list, and lo and behold, a miracle transpired, and Father Joe received a brand new heart, and that was 7 or 8 years ago. And so he is doing his ministerial duties. He is enjoying life. He is thankful for life, and he is telling men and women, boys and girls, far and wide about the gifts that were extended to him. The 4 gifts. And you can get his book, the 4 gifts at Amazon or Barnes & Noble. But make sure you tune in and listen to Father Joe give his testimony. We laughed. We sang deep in our soul. And yep, we even shed some tears. And I know some of you out there did the same thing. Well, guys and girls and boys and girls and everybody out there, it's been a pleasure. Tomorrow night, Colonel Lee Ellis shot down over North Vietnam and spent 5 years in captivity with the North Vietnamese. Tune in tomorrow night. Until then, you know what I'm saying? Until then, there's a song that we used to sing when back in church. Until then, you know. But anyhow, until then, there's a whole lot of love coming to you from the Funny Farm. Remember that. Email me, GeorgeCE@Comcast.net. GeorgeCE@Comcast.net. I'll answer you. Will answer you. Somebody will answer you. I promise you. GeorgeCE@Comcast.net. Wherever you're at tonight, I hope we put a smile on your face, and I hope we inched you just a little bit closer so that you can become just as crazy as the rest of us around here. You know, try it. It's fun. People look at you strange. I'll guarantee you they'll leave you alone, though, because you enter into our world. It's a lot safer here than it is in yours. So come on in. If it's nighttime where you're at, I trust you'll have a great night. If it's already tomorrow, have a great day. But regardless of where you're at and what it is, until tomorrow night, same time, same station, 6:30 p.m., right here on the Spreaker Network. Tune in for another George Espinlove show, live from the Funny Farm in a place called Our World. Until then, this is George Espinlove saying good night, and God richly bless you.